Are you guys struggling to throw harder and you just can't get through that plateau of velocity? You're still stuck at that same number? I want to give you a mindset hack that can get you over that plateau. I've used this with hundreds of guys for years and it works an awful lot. What I want you to do is try to remember what your number is. Try to visualize that in your head. Imagine, am I using a stalker radar? Am I using a pocket radar? Am I using one of those beezer things that are terrible, or the brown one? I can't remember what the name of it is, but really inconsistent. Imagine what that radar gun is, and imagine seeing the number on that radar gun when it's flashed back to you. Or maybe there's a readout board, and you imagine that in your mind of what it looks like, the exact number to the decimal. So maybe it's 91.2, maybe it's 81.3, maybe it's 71.8. Whatever the number is, imagine that in your head. And then imagine you going through your motion. So you imagine you're in whatever facility you're in or backyard or whatever it is. And you imagine yourself on the mound, on the field, in the game. And there's a radar gun. Here's who's holding it. And here's where it's reading out. And here's the number I'm going to see. You're going to imagine when that number is revealed back to you and you're looking at it, that it says 3 miles per hour harder. So let's say in this scenario, I'm thinking it's 81.3 miles per hour is what I normally see on a readout board from a stalker gun. There's usually a stalker behind me and there's a readout board in front of me. So I can see after I make that pitch where I've been at. And I've been stuck at that 81.3 miles per hour every single time for 3 months, if I even get to that number. What I want you to do first, make sure your food, your sleep, and your water are taken care of. Make sure that your arm is healthy. And then the next time you go out, the night before, the day leading up to, all throughout your warm-ups, and on the bullpen when you're getting warmed up, on the mound, and when you're about to make that throw, you're envisioning in your mind 84.2 miles per hour. You see it in the bright yellow flash of the radar readout board. You see it over and over and over and over. Because eventually, what you're doing is you're tricking your mind and your body into your potential. You're tricking your body into seeing it as a reality because you've seen it so many times that it's now becoming basically a memory, that it's already happened. So tap into that as much as you can. And if it doesn't work the first time, you try again. If it doesn't work the next time, you try again. If it doesn't work that session, you try again. But go in with that belief, and all of a sudden you will find that your body is in a different state, meaning it's feeling stronger, it's feeling more energetic. You've gotten the food, sleep, and water to take care of that as well, but you're using that visualization of seeing it happen, seeing it as a reality, and then making it a reality and actually going and doing it. And oftentimes what will happen is you'll see a bump. You might not go from 81 to 84, but you might go from 81 to 82. And maybe you've never been to 82. Or maybe it's 91 and 92, and you've never been at that 92. And that gets you over the plateau. It gives you the confidence. What would that be like if you could have that confidence back? Because I know if you've been struggling for 3 months, for 3 weeks, or whatever it is, and that number isn't moving, that can be really, really frustrating and really, really tough. So the next time you go out there, try to beforehand have this all planned out in your head. Write it down as a reality. You can write it down as if you're in the future. Hey, it is, December 31st, I just threw my bullpen. It's my second time hitting 84. It's my second time hitting 92. I'm now consistently sitting there. So you're talking in future tense. It's present tense written into the future. So you write it as if it has already happened in the future. Presently, you're thinking back to yourself. So that's something you can write in your journal. That's something you can visualize to use that mindset and the visualization technique that you always hear about, but you don't know how it can help you. That's how it can help you get through your velocity plateaus. Make sure for more healthy velocity tips, you are subscribed to this page so you can get all the wonders, all the velocity, all the things that you're needing with a health first approach.